You know, at the heart of the independent living movement is that our independent living centers are consumer-led and peer-run programs. Last year, 68% of independent living center board members in Massachusetts were persons with significant disabilities. 69% of the decision-making staff were persons with disabilities, and over 50% of the staff in general were qualified persons with disabilities. Independent living centers are truly consumer-led organizations, and they set us apart from other providers. Peers leading peers, supporting each other along the way through failure and success to obtain our independence in the community as we choose. This focus means that people with disabilities, the consumers we serve, are seen as the best experts on their own needs. They're the most important voice in determining how to live, work, and take part in their community. And as peers and supporting each other's, individuals with disabilities find their own voice and path, which is best for them. Our next video exemplifies the power of peer support in the independent living movement. This gentleman has grown from being a consumer to an advocate to a board member and a community leader. He does all of this while he's attending college and working a job in the community. I have the honor of working with him on a daily basis at Independence Associates. We met a few years back while he was still in high school. And last fall, he was elected by his peers on the board of directors of Independence Associates as our board treasurer. He's a developing leader in the community. And let's have Andrew Brown tell his story.
Independent living centers support our consumers in so many ways.
I've been through a lot with Independence Associates. They've been a huge support. I'm a person with a disability, and I was using the van. I was prone to bullying throughout high school. When my IEP meeting came up for my senior year of high school, they really pushed me to take the actual school bus because they wanted me to have more interactions with my peers. Me and my mom and the rest of my support staff didn't think it was a good idea. So I actually had Ryan at the mediation session.
Ryan is the Independent Living Service Coordinator at Independent Associates. He also works as a peer advocate for Andrew to make sure he is getting the things he needs to live his best life.
The reason I had Ryan come is because who else knows me better than my mom, my doctors, and Ryan? Ryan really helped me so I could stay on the van, which was more comfortable for me because I didn't really need that big of a transition going into my senior year of high school.
Beyond being an advocate for Andrew's needs, Ryan also provides support to help Andrew be successful in school.
So me and Ryan actually meet once a week right now, and we're using Khan Academy, where Ryan is giving me little assignments where I have to go maybe watch a video, then go do like some questions. Then we meet once a week to go over like any questions that I have, which has been really helpful for me.
Ryan also helps Andrew learn the real world, practical skills needed to live life independently.
Ryan also helped me do a lot of transportation training, where we took the commuter rail into Boston 2 or 3 times to the state Independent Living Day. We just took it one day just for fun so I could learn the inner workings of how the MBTA works, because those are skills that I might need someday to either go to a job interview, go to school, go to any other sort of concert event.
Ryan is an example of so many independent living staff who work tirelessly to improve the lives of the consumers of independent living centers across the Commonwealth.
If I have any sort of issue, Ryan and Steve are the first people that I email for anything. They're the first line of defense that I go to, because no matter what the issue is, we can figure out a way to make the change. And each person as an individual has the right to fight for what they need. And I fought for what I needed, because if I didn't get what I needed, it was not going to be successful, and I was not going to be able to finish off my senior year and get my diploma.
The support Andrew got from Independence Associates has made such a positive impact on his life. He decided to become a board member.
Back in 2018, I wanted to be more involved with Independence Associates, because I know everybody has a voice for what they deserve is right. I started by working with Independence Associates as a consumer, then took the move to starting to go to the State Independent Education Day. Then when a spot opened on the board, they kind of nominated me as a younger consumer, because I really showed interest in how I worked with Independence Associates. I think that anybody with a disability should reach out to their local independent living center, no matter how old or how young they are, because they're not going to be able to live their everyday lives the best that they can if they aren't getting the services that they need. I've done a lot of great things with IA, from starting going to the monthly events, going to the State Independent Education Day, going as a consumer, then moving on to the board. I've learned a lot, and anybody that needs help with anything, who has a disability, really should reach out to their independent living organization, because it really helped.